Wow. I don't really have words what to say. You know, what do I bring back? It's a lot. It's been 2 full days of exchanging, of learning, of just networking. It's been great, of laughing. I'm looking at Anna because she laughs louder than I do. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed by our speakers. But I'm mostly impressed by the activity and engagement you have put into this workshop. And I'm also very proud because we did it, you know. Especially in a year where Arbetsförmedlingen is you know, under heavy pressure and there are things happening every day that we cannot control. I'm even prouder that we you know, because we thought for a while that, oh, we can't do it. But of course we can do it. We can do much more than we believe from the beginning. So I'm proud, I'm happy, I'm tired. But I hope you have enjoyed these 1.5 days together. And I also bring with me the energy, you know, because sometimes you leave conferences, seminars and so on and say, yeah, it was nice. I was sitting for 2 days, the coffee was good. But yeah, what was it actually? You know, next day you don't remember. But here I think I will remember a lot. And maybe the word I will remember the most is trust. Because without trust, trust in your colleagues, trust in your managers, trust in your employees, trust in your colleagues, or trust in maybe a better world, I don't know. It won't happen. And I think this is the word we have to, you know, always carry with us. Even though that we have the European Commission saying that trust is good, but control is better. I think we have to fight that. Because it is somehow to be a little bit out of control and to trust your surrounding that makes the difference and makes it happen. I definitely did not have control of the details for this, but it went actually even better than I thought. So thank you once again for all your active participation. And also this workshop is a part of an organizational learning from start to end. Because why we got this idea was because we were part of the bench learning within the PES network. And one of the recommendations Sweden got was that, you know, we have to work more with our organizational learning and how to actually, what was it the first word? I don't remember, but pilot and then to scale. What was the first word? Scout, yes, thank you. Scout, and then to pilot and to scale. And we often miss this scale thing. and sometimes also the piloting. But that's more to the politicians, I think. But anyway, I think this is something that we got as a recommendation. And 2 of the best practices was Germany and Austria. So we thought, okay, of course we have to invite them. But so this was the start of this organizational learning journey for us. So when we had the chance to present this to the WAPES, it was kind of egoistic, you know, it was for us. But then it turned bigger, because then we got the contact with our colleagues in Norway, and they joined. So it became organizational learning with 2 organizations now, 2 countries, you know, different in many ways, but also with the same challenges. And then, of course, you cannot do a conference like this without the experts. And the experts in Arbetsförmedlingen are not the international affairs. So it was HR, it was digital, different sections of the digital competencies here at Arbetsförmedlingen. So it became also an organizational learning in that way. So it has been organizational learning in so many different ways. The way to come here, and also, of course, the result these days that we have done together. And I think after this, it doesn't stop here. It continues. And I hope you will continue together with each other, exchanging and learning, you know, in the future as well. I think we will try to find ways how we can implement this even better in our organization. You know, the scaling. We need to get to the scaling, which I think is very interesting. So it has been, I think it has been very interesting. It has been very fruitful, as they say always in this, you know, when you write these emails after a conference. But really, in so many ways, in so many dimensions, I would say. And fun, which is also one of the, you know, key words for learning, I think. So, of course, it's not only Norway and Sweden doing this. It's because we are a part of the WAPES network. And our colleagues in WAPES have, of course, been a very important part in this planning and preparing for this seminar. So, because Florence is not here, I also want to say thank you for, you know, on behalf of the WAPES, for coming here to Stockholm and being a part of this. And we hope also that maybe some of you want to continue somehow this, you know, theme or bits and pieces of this in a new workshop or in a different format or just between the two of you. I think then we have succeeded within the WAPES network, because this is one of the benefits of being a part of WAPES. I must say that we have mentioned that WAPES, the Secretariat was an important part, our Norwegian colleagues are an important part as well. But of course these things don't happen. They just don't, you know, appear from nowhere, and then you have all the flowers, and then you have the tables, and then you have, you know, the coffee outside and so on. It happens because it's a team behind the conference or the seminar. And we have had a great team. A team which has worked within the organization. A team that has done a lot of preparation, a lot of planning, a lot of conference calls, and a lot of disruptive conference calls to Norway. We can say that Skype has some development to do. We have had physical meetings, we have had, you know, discussions, we have had tons of emails exchanged. And this is, you know, we have had shopping. We went shopping. You have had candy for 2 days, yeah? So there are a lot of bits and pieces that needs to be in place. And we had this great restaurant yesterday. So bits and pieces has to be in place to make it, you know, come together. So I would like to invite all the members of the team, Ann-Sofie, Lena, Ulf, Laila, Benedikte, Pierre-Alain and Hilde, up on the stage, so to speak, and a big hand. Thank you very much for all the hours you have put into this. I think we are all very grateful for the work you have done and will be doing in the following up also the workshop. So this is the team behind it all. So big hand again. And of course, it wouldn't be the same without the laughter of Anna, but also the super professional, you know, guiding us through these days. So we have a little bit gift, you know. Oh. And since you love French so much, we of course said merci. Oh. It's been a pleasure for all of us, I think. So thank you very much for joining us, for being the active participants you have been. Keep in touch. We will send you the presentations and it will be on the website and so on. Go home, share, exchange with your colleagues back home. Come back, learn from us, learn from each other, and continue this journey of organizational learning. It has been a pleasure having you here. I think well, I can't say have a nice day in Stockholm because it's quite grey outside, but if you're staying in Stockholm, have a pleasant stay. Safe trip back home. Thank you for joining us. And before you leave, I think you should look into the goodie bag that we have put on the table, because we know it's Sinterklaas or
Saint Nicholas. Yeah.
Saint Nicholas.
Yeah.
And we have brought you a little gift to light when you get back home. So for every day until Christmas, you can light the candle and count down for Christmas. And think of us, of course, at Arbetsförmedlingen. And with all the changes that we have to endure before Christmas. No, just kidding. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Safe trip back home and enjoy. And lunch is outside, I think. Oh, you will have the practicalities. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.